Oh, what a day. Hello everybody, welcome to our kitchen. The internet kitchen, which would be an amazing channel name. It's Barry here. Hope you are well. Today I'm really excited. For some context, yesterday, physically the day after today, which is what yesterday means, but I filmed, remember the Easter egg cheesecake video? It's the last video I put up. I literally filmed that yesterday, and I was on a bit of a sugar high and I need to make something healthy. So today's video is a Barry Tries, the series in which I try lots of different recipes, from Gordon Ramsay's Beef Wellington, some of the tasty viral crazy stuff, and TikTok ones have been quite popular recently, so we're doing another 3 today, and these I'm really happy about because they all seem like quite healthy and also really nice, because we've had some quite strange TikTok ones. So we're gonna get going. I've got my air fryer, which I'm really excited to use. I hope you guys are all well, as I say. Let's get going. Oh, we need to start with a TikTok dance.
I haven't done it in ages.
Anyhow, let's get going. We're gonna make something called Feta. Baked Feta pasta, that's what it's called, and it has had something like 750, even 1 billion views across all the different people doing the videos. And do you know what? It was so popular that last night at the supermarket I had to go to 3 different ones until I could find some feta. It feta tastes nice after all. Main ingredients you need are some cherry tomatoes, some pasta. I bought this for silly reasons. Feta. We also need an onion and some garlic cloves, so let's sort them out now. All right, so garlic. There we go, look at that. The veggie prep kits are they've arrived in Amazon UK to be shipped worldwide. It's just UK for now, okay? And if you want to get one, check it out. We put these in like so. Oh wow, I hope I've got enough space. The garlic's going in as well. And the onions. No, I think I might regret having the stalks in there. It looks pretty, but that was kind of like the reason I bought the multicolored pasta. I'll come on to that in a minute. I'm much happier than that because we want to mingle now. Speaking of which, it gets drenched in some olive oil. So this is some extra virgin olive oil, a little shimmy of some crushed chilies, and an unnecessary salt bay. Very unnecessary. Very. So I'm trying to leave a little bit of space because the pasta is still going to go in here. So we're just going to use one hand. Oh my gosh, this is really therapeutic. Nice. So I'm keeping one hand sort of like less glossy, so I can pick up the block of feta. And as we said, feta tastes nice after all this. I think it's kind of smelling really fresh and lovely. The other thing I'm adding, Marty, we need to get back to the time machine. Okay, we can leave the stalks in this, but the leaves can be shredded off if we want. You just pull them off like that. That's looking really pretty. Look at that. There is a little bit of olive oil left over, so we're just going to drizzle that on. Oh my gosh, yeah, let's gloss that block. I think I've only had feta about 3 or 4 times in my life. Not a huge fan, but with all these flavors, hopefully it'll be all right. And I'm just gonna put some pepper on that feta as well. All right, a massive thank you to Kate, or actually Will and Kate. No relation to the, well, we know who. Look, they did these Boston and Amy embroidered oven gloves next to our sloth ones. We are getting our own ones soon, but thank you. There was a lot of love for us getting new oven gloves. Shove it in, and I believe that goes in there for 40 minutes. Wow. We're not done with that. This is approximately, well, just under 300 grams of pasta. If you're wondering why have I got that colour, so it's actually just the same stuff made with tomatoes and spinach, and it was the same price in the shop. I thought we'll add some colour, even though these colours are all in there anyway. But if you've never made homemade pasta, you can really do your own twist on the colours. And in fact, on that note, I did the black lemonade recently, and the black bread, we used the activated charcoal. I've now got squid ink for the final black recipe, which I think is going to be croque and bouche. Keep an eye out for that very soon. Unnecessary. And I'm just cooking that to package instructions. Apparently we're going to need some of the water as well. So yeah, it's going to take about 10 minutes. If you're using fresh pasta or homemade stuff, that cooks way quicker, but we've got 10 minutes. And also, we've probably got time to start working on corn ribs. So I'm doing corn ribs, also known as corn ribettes, like a veggie, vegan version of ribs, apparently, because they bend like ribs. Can you just do a dance to interpret that? Yes, this one's going to be called corn ribs. You do basically take some corn on the cob, you quarter it very, very carefully, and then we baste it in different seasonings and herbs, and our air fryer is waiting there, and after 10 minutes they should sort of bend and have a kind of charred rib effect. I don't know, they sound amazing. But the one thing to say about it is I was warned about this. Don't try and go like this for it. The best thing is to try and get 2 flat ends, and then we go through with a very sharp knife. I'm just going to work it down. Go nice and careful, okay? Apparently we have to halve it again to get quarters. Oh yeah. That was actually, well, this is a super sharp knife that I've got. If you've got a blunt knife, that's going to really impact your chances, because that middle bit is proper tough. It looks like a banana now. Get your sweet corn ready and be careful. All right. Big bowl. Olive oil. We've got some garlic pepper. You can put any seasonings in you want. Bit of onion powder. And I'm just going to keep it fairly minimal, but go more heavy on the paprika because I love paprika. We need it to be spreadable, so that's cool. And then we take the paste. I'm just going to show you on one. And we just brush that oily seasoning on there, right on top of the corn. I guess we don't really do the other sides. Oh, wow. It's just sitting in the grooves like that. It's kind of stained it. So I'm just going to do the rest. And with an air fryer, normally you put like a little tablespoon of oil in with it. I'm guessing because we're adding oil directly onto the ingredients that we don't need to do that. All right, so that's them done. They look a little bit like false teeth. Let's go into the air fryer. I really want to do more air fryer recipes. Well, hey, but I am worried because this thing turns around. I'm not sure. Actually, can I take that out? Ooh, I might try it without that. That's like a stirring thing. I've never used it without that, but it must work, surely. Part of me is thinking, hang on a sec, we're frying corn? Are we just not going to make like, it's just going to turn into a load of popcorn? What do you think, Chloe? Is it going to work?
No.
All right. Apparently 10 minutes, 210C. Hey, I tell you what, I think that's working, you know. I was actually worried about doing more air fryer recipes because I was like, no, but the one that I've got just spins around. So, I think I might do, I really wanted to do a slow cooker one. I want to do like maybe a 3-course meal. I get a lot of requests for air fryer and slow cooker recipes. So let's see how this goes first. So we'll drain this cooked pasta and reserve some of the water now. All right, that's plenty. Can you see? They've all curled up like little old people's toes and feet and all. No, wrong reference. They've curled up like an exotic palm tree bending in the gentle Caribbean breeze. Oh, yes. Listen to that. Don't worry about the steam. Just listen. Oh, baby. But they look amazing. And plus the fact that it's air fried too. Look at that curve on that one. That's awesome. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to keep it warm. I'm going to leave it in there to keep the heat in. Oh my gosh. Wow, shiver me timbers. Can you see? You can see how the tomatoes have burst and exploded, all those juices. The onions down there all caramelized. That's still firm. I wasn't really sure because I've not really used feta much, or whether it's just going to mingle in, but we are going to break it up. Right, so what we do, apparently, is add our pasta on top, okay? It's a bit glutinous maximus at the moment, so that's why apparently we also add some of the reserved pasta water on there, and then we just stir it all through. This smells like Mediterranean. I'm on holiday on the beach, and apparently to freshen it up if we wish, we can get some lemon zest on there. Oh, this is really good. This is a winner. Well, that is until we taste it. This last one is called baked oats. Apparently it's a healthy on-the-go snack, or optionally healthy, because we're going to do a little cheeky twist, which is good for breakfast, snacks, something like that. And you bake it in a teeny little ramekin, kind of like a cheaty muffin with porridge in it. Yes, a puffin. So apparently for one portion in a ramekin, just under 100 grams of porridge oats. So we're pushing the oats into a whizzy blender thing. It's way easier. You can actually buy oat flour in supermarkets. Apparently that's if you don't want to save this step of getting your porridge, whizzing it up. You can just buy the oat flour. We've got some baking powder to give it a bit of rise, and some sugar. Apparently both of these are optional, but the ones I saw, I'm like, hey, I'm doing that. We are going for a sweeter one, so if you're doing a savoury one, you probably don't want to put the sugar in, but now is probably a chance to maybe put some herbs in. That is about 50 mils of milk and 1 whole egg that is beaten. I'm going for a chocolate chip orange vibe, all right? So just over there to the side, I've got some orange extract, which is a wonderful thing. And apparently, we just mix this all together. I don't know what texture I'm after. I mean, that does look like it's bakeable. The egg's gonna basically, I mean, you put an egg in anything and you bake it, you can make it work. We've seen that with 2 ingredient recipes in the past. And just because I'm gonna chocolate chip mine, I'm gonna put a few in there, mix that through, and I'll probably put a few on top as well once we get it in the ramekin, which is now. I might go about 4/5 of the way up, just to allow for some rising. Way more excited for the other things, but hoping this will surprise me. We now bake it. So for about 10 to 15 minutes, you want it to rise. Let's see what happens. The only thing that's come to me is that tomato dish, which is staying in the oven there, just warming, just staying nice and warm. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Everything smells great. I'm just thinking about the time, already the time. The sprigs, right? I'm kind of like, it's that dish where you want to get your face in, just be like, ah, but you're gonna be like taking all the sprigs or the twigs out. If I were you, I would just take the leaves off the sprigs. I mean, it looks nice, but no one wants a twiggy dinner. The other thing I'm thinking, that mix is almost identical to some mug cake mixes I've done before. So if you have a microwave preference over an oven, try it in there. And don't blame me if you splatter it everywhere. All right, so the puffin's just finishing up cooking. I wanted to get in nice and close on these to show you. These ones that have blistered have bent more, which is brilliant, and they look great. The only problem is, where they've charred like this, the actual corn chunks have obliterated pretty much. So what you want to try and get is like a balance between a little bit of colour. It's quite hard in the air fryer if you're doing so many at the same time. It depends where the oil is and stuff like that. But ideally, even that is going to be better because you've got the flavour on there and the corn's going to be nice and juicy. One of my ultimate locations to go to one day, I'd love to go to Mexico, and that has got this sort of like street foodie thing with cheese on top of corn like that. I think it's Mexico. It could be Wales. And that would be a lot cheaper to travel there, let me tell you. And then some coriander. Love the colours. This muffin, I'm going to take it out, I'm going to test it with a skewer. It has risen and it smells like Terry's chocolate orange in here. Combined with them, that smells so good. Oh, what a day. Oh, wow. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's dry, it's done. Such a good day for food. Look at this. Oh. I think we just need to celebrate, and actually me personally sometimes, I have to remember that I learned to cook, and to be able to cook 3 dishes, and this has taken me 2 hours to do this, and intermittently checking on my lovely daughter. But this is delicious, right? We've actually possibly got a 3-course meal here, if this is sweet enough. Loving the colour and the contrast on that. I don't know about that, but it's just fun, and it smells awesome, and this just looks, I could eat that whole thing. Let's go for it. I just wanted to get one last little look before, well, it gets exciting. Oh, there's juices at the bottom. Oh, and I feel like, do you know what? This could be a dish that's awesome cold as well. Now, I've never actually asked this before, but which one of the 3, if you had to make one of these, which one? Maybe I should ask that after I taste it.
Is that yummy?
Oh man, that is amazing. That's got a nice kick to it as well. I didn't put like strong stuff on there. The seasoning has got a real spank to it. Like putting some chili on there.
That is nice.
You like it, yeah?
It reminds me of something you get from a Mexican restaurant.
It does, doesn't it? That is beautiful. Mmm. That is like spring or summer, like just nice outside. I want to get like, that's in outside with my like cocktail stick in my ear.
It feels like something you would have on a picnic in the summer, like you said. Is it like a cookie muffin?
The ramekin's still getting warmer. Ow, 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 ow.
Is it a cookie muffin?
It's a puffin, yes.
A puffin.
Oh my gosh.
Did you put chocolate orange in there?
I did put chocolate with orange extract. That tastes like a chocolate orange, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, but you've got the fresh, because it's still warm, that freshly baked. Oh.
This is something you should have in like the winter, a really cold day. Have it when it's nice and warm.
Maybe you should just quit school and be a food critic for me. This was all so good. I think that if it was still piping hot warm would be lovely, but the juices letting it ooze through, I think chilled. Oh, this, go to town on it, the salty tang, like add so much that you want on there. And this is brilliant. But remember, it doesn't have to be sweet.
Just trying it makes me just spread tastiness around my mouth.
Brilliant. Well, there we go, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, I've done lots of TikTok Barry tries so far, and there's many more on the playlist. So put on your sweatband, have a marathon. Don't forget to subscribe for regular videos if you have not already to keep up to date. All right? I've just lost her. Thank you so much for the support. Remember, share the love if you know anyone that enjoys cooking. Tell them about my channel through the years learning to cook. This was, I really enjoyed doing this video. So thanks so much, folks, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.
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 Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
The heck are you doing up there?